And I'd like to welcome all my friends from Bounce TV. Bounce TV viewers, welcome to Astrology Numerology Now. And especially, I'd like to welcome all my friends from Facebook and all the social networking mediums. Now, if you don't know anything about astrology, I want you to stay tuned to this broadcast, because I have a very special announcement that I have to let everybody know. It's a public service announcement. But in the meantime, you can give me a call, get in line, 212-757-1483 is the number to talk to Z Starman about astrology, about numerology, about your relationships, about your business. Whatever you want to talk about, give me a call, 212-757-1483. Now, do not touch this dial or do not touch the remote, because I have some serious news that I have to share with everyone within the sound of my voice and on television. Now, beginning next week, a week from today, March the 12th, Mercury will be retrograde. Now, what does that mean? One of the things about astrology, we hear the term Mercury retrograde. And in 2012 will be our first Mercury retrograde for 2012. It'll be our very first retrograde. Now, Mercury is the planet of communications and information. And what is a retrograde? Bear with me while I explain it to you, because this is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throughout the New York City tri-state area. If you're watching the show in St. Louis, if you're watching the show in Los Angeles, even if you're watching the show in London, England, this is a very important announcement about Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury retrograde, what is it? Again, Mercury is the planet of information and communications. And from March 12th to April 4th, Mercury will be moving backwards, or appear to be moving backwards in the heavens. Now, an example of this is like most New Yorkers. We ride the subway every day. At least I know that I do. I ride the subway every day. And sometimes if you're on the subway, and if you're in the faster moving train, and you pass the slower moving train appears to be moving backwards. The same effect if you're driving on the highway. Let's say if you're driving on I-95 and you're in the faster car and you pass the slower moving cars. The slower moving cars, even though they're going forward, for that optical illusion, for that split effect, those slower moving cars appear to be moving backwards. Now, all the planets move backwards, or appear to be moving backwards at different times of the year. Currently, Mars is retrograde in the sign of Virgo, and Saturn is retrograde in the sign of Libra, but Mercury retrograde. If you don't know anything about astrology, I want you to be mindful of these dates once again. March 12th to April 4th, Mercury is retrograde. Now, what does that mean? Again, Mercury is the planet of communications. One of the rules of thumb during a Mercury retrograde is that Murphy's Law is in effect. Hence, what can go wrong will go wrong during this period. One of the things to do or not to do during a Mercury retrograde is to sign legal documents, if you can put off until after April, or do it before March 12th gets here. But don't sign any legal documents. Don't start any new business deals. That's the thing with Mercury retrograde. You can't start anything new. You can't do anything new, for instance. You can't make business deals during a Mercury retrograde. I had a client who closed on a condo during a Mercury retrograde, and I warned her and I said, do not close on a condo or on your condo during a Mercury retrograde. She did anyway. And guess what? The person who sold her the condo didn't own it. So she was a victim of fraud. If you're working with your computers, I cannot stress this enough. Back up your computer files. during a Mercury retrograde. Some of the things that happen during a Mercury retrograde is phone systems go down, computer systems go down, mail gets lost, information is just gone awry during a Mercury retrograde. Again, do not start anything new on a Mercury retrograde. Now, everything on a Mercury retrograde is not all doom and gloom. One of the things, again, Mercury retrograde is a time to go back. And the Mercury retrograde is going to begin in the sign of Aries, and it's going to go all the way back to the sign of Pisces. So most people, Aries people, especially those Aries people, are born around April 1st. And all those Pisces people who are born to around about the 15th of March, be careful. Mercury is retrograde. And depending on what house in astrology that you're under during this Mercury retrograde, that's the house that you have to pay very close attention to during this period. So again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throughout the New York City, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, I don't care if you're Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're Asian, Latino, gay, straight, or whatever. We're all under the influence of Mercury retrograde. And again, this period is going to begin next Monday, March 12th, and it's going to last until April 4th. Put off all big decisions. Mercury retrograde is a time to go back and take care of business. Let's say if you're a writer, if you got an old manuscript, brush it off, write it off. Let's say if you're a business person and there are a couple of business clients that you haven't spoken to in a long time, call them up and then do business after April 4th. But before we take the next phone call, and we got a couple more minutes, I just want to talk briefly, and I don't like to get political when it comes to astrology, but everything is involving astrology and politics. And I, like most people out there, I am sick and tired of Rush Limbaugh. I am sick and tired of that Capricorn man. Rush Limbaugh is a Capricorn, born January 12th, 1951, and he has the moon in Pisces. It is time for Rush Limbaugh to get off the radio. Everybody within the sound of my voice, if you're listening or watching, I want you to call Clear Channel Radio. There are petitions throughout the internet to eliminate Rush Limbaugh from radio. They did it for Don Imus. Let's do it for Rush Limbaugh. And he insulted Sandra Fluke. I hope I'm saying that right. Sandra Fluke, or Fluke. It rhymes with look. I did my research. Now, Sandra is an Aries. Her birthday is April 17th, 1981. So Capricorn on one end, Aries on the other end. But if you're within the sound of my voice listening right now, I want you to write Clear Channel Radio. All the stations. There's so many people who are dropping this idiot. How dare you in Women's History Month, and it is Women's History Month. How dare you, Mr. Limbaugh, come on air and call a woman a slut and a prostitute. How dare you? And you should be off the air. Just like, now you got $400 million. He's a Capricorn. Capricorn has money and power, but how dare you? That's an insult, and everybody should be writing Clear Channel Radio and getting him off the air. Caller, you're on Astrology Numerology now.
Hi. I would like to get a reading for June 13th, 1975.
June 13th, 1975.
The hour of birth is 5:04.
Okay, could you speak a little louder, caller, please?
Okay, 5:04 a.m.
And what's your name?
Ilashiva.
I'm sorry?
Ilashiva.
Ilashiva.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're a Gemini.
Yes.
And most Geminis are going to be, well, Mercury rules the sign of Gemini and Virgo.
Okay.
And Mercury, I'm a Gemini also. My birthday is the 10th of June. So what's up, Gemini? What's up?
Hi.
All right, you know. So that means your sun sign is Gemini.
Right.
Now, everybody born between May 22nd, let's say on the average, to about June 22nd, their sun sign is in the sign of Gemini.
Right.
That's only one part of you astrologically speaking. Now, for 2012, from a numerology point of view, you're in a number 6 personal year.
Okay.
If we take the number 5, because 2012 is 5,
Right.
and we add it to your birthday, you're in a number 6 personal year. What does that mean from a numerology point of view? El Shiva?
Yeah.
I like that name. You're a quiet Gemini. You're very soft-spoken.
Sometimes.
Okay. But a number 6 personal year, what's the theme of 2012 for you? It's about family.
Okay.
It's about responsibility. But definitely paying close attention to your family.
Okay.
Do you have children?
One daughter,
How old is she?
13.
Yeah, you have to monitor her very carefully because, as we all know, that 13 is, what do they call it now, a tweener?
Yeah.
I never heard of that expression, but a tweener, she's in that tweener stage of her life. And she needs constant attention.
Yeah.
So that's the theme of number 6 personal year. It's about family. If you're not in a relationship, I see you possibly starting one.
Okay.
Some other options are Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. But let's take a look at your birthday
Yeah.
from an astrological point of view. Now, do you know anything about yourself from an astrology point of view?
Just that it's the twins.
Okay, but have you ever had an astrology consultation?
No.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little mini consultation, and anybody who wants a consultation, they can give me a call, 212-757-1483. We are live from New York City on Astrology Numerology Now, June 13th, 1975.
Right.
Okay?
It was a Friday, too.
It was a Friday? Guess what? I was born on a Friday also.
Friday the 13th?
Oh, wow. And you were born at 5:04 a.m.?
Yeah.
Now, you are a Gemini. This is all the planets that were in the sky. When it says that you're a Gemini, that's only one part of you astrologically speaking. Now, your moon sign is Leo. You're a Gemini with the moon in Leo. Let me hear you say that.
I'm a Gemini with the moon in Leo.
That's right. You're a drama queen sometimes.
That's true.
You're a drama queen, but you're very emotional. You're very sensitive.
Very true.
And so one of the things that you have to do as a Gemini, because I'm a Gemini, you have to ignore what people are saying to you. But coming this June, it's some good news because Venus is going to be in the sign of Gemini and Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Gemini also. So some really good news coming on the horizon, a lot of good opportunities. Do you do anything in the performing arts?
No, but I'm trying to get my daughter into modeling.
Okay. What sign is your daughter?
She's Aquarius, born on the 12th.
Aquarius. Now, she can be a little rebellious.
Oh, yes.
That's the thing with Aquarius. She can be very rebellious, and you have to pull her in.
Right.
All right?
Right.
But one of the things is a 6 personal year, spend lots of quality time with her. I see a romantic interest coming up for you around this May, all right?
Thanks.
But I want you, are you on Facebook?
No.
I want you to give me a call after the show, okay?
Okay.
And I'll share a little bit more with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, El Shiva. I love that name. Caller, you're on Astrology Numerology Now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm well.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jennifer. I live in New York City.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
What day is your birthday?
2/24/63.
June 24th?
2/24.
2/24. You're a Pisces.
Yes, I am.
And you just had a birthday.
Yes, I did.
2/24/1963. Let's see what we got here. 2/24/1963. Well, number one is that you're the 24th, so the number 6 plays a very important role in your life. So the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th are all your high energy days. 1 + 5 is 6. The plain 6, like tomorrow, is the 6th of March. Should be a very good day for you.
Ooh.
But one of the things about you is you're coming into a lot of spiritualism right now. Over the last couple of years,
Yeah.
a lot of things in your life have felt like, hey, I'm in the twilight zone. What's going on?
Yes.
A lot of weird and interesting things are happening to you, and you're trying to say, what's going on? I mean, like, a lot of people are mysteriously, it seems mysteriously, coming in and out of your life.
This is true.
They're here today and they're gone tomorrow. And the reason for that is that Neptune, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Pisces. And it just went into the sign of Pisces about a month ago. And it takes Neptune, the planet Neptune, and your seasoned astrologers out there know what I'm talking about. It takes Neptune about 164 years to make a complete trip around the zodiac. So your ruling planet is finally come back home.
Yes.
This is a very powerful time for you.
How long will this last for me?
Well, Neptune is going to be in the sign of Pisces, Jennifer, until the year 2025.
Okay.
So the next 14 years are going to be a big role, a big influence in your life. You should be rich by the time you're 50 years old. And that's a couple of years from now.
Okay.
That's about 10 years from now. But we're going to pull up your astrology chart. Wow, Jennifer, you're a very interesting personality. My goodness. Now, one thing about you, Jennifer, is that you're a super Pisces.
Oh.
You have the sun in Pisces. You have the moon in Pisces. You have Jupiter in Pisces. Are you near your TV?
Yes.
Okay, can you see your chart?
Let me take a quick look.
Okay, this is weird.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is the symbol for the sign of Pisces, the sign of fish. Mm-hmm. And these are the symbols. You have the sun in the sign of Pisces. This symbol is called Chiron. And Chiron is symbolic of where you're wounded or where you're hurt at in life. And this is the moon for the sign of Pisces. So you're a super Pisces.
Okay.
You're a super Pisces. You got Venus in the sign of Capricorn, and you got Mars in the sign of Leo. But the thing about you is that trust your intuition. That's your greatest gift.
I believe that, yes.
Once you sense something and once you feel it, go with it. Trust your dreams also, because your dreams come true a lot.
I hope so.
Yeah, you get premonitions and you get messages through your dreams.
I do. I really do.
And you need to listen to that. Once you stop listening to that, once you go against the grain of that, then you're in trouble. Now, for 2012, from a numerology point of view, you're in a number 4 personal year. And in the 4 personal year, Jennifer, it's about organization. It's about getting your life in order.
Wow, I've been trying to do that.
Get your life in order. Know where things are in your home, because things could be a little in disarray right now.
Yes.
You got to get rid of all the clutter. I sense you got a lot of clutter.
On many levels, yes.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Okay.
Throw it out, because you're in a new cycle right now. This is your time of the year. This is Pisces time. And so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, all the water signs, they're in power. But you're going to have to deal with the Mercury retrograde until April 4th. And Mercury is going to be retrograding through the sign of Pisces in about 2 weeks. But it starts next week. So the thing is, Jennifer, is about organization. It's about getting out of clutter and getting some new energy going on. Trust your intuition.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thank you.